Recording now. First, Bitcoin. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. Before that, can everyone hear me? What are I'm talking? Siva,
Yeah,
Sriram, can you
sir.
hear me? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
great, perfect. So first, Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is a innovative payment technology. It is used for sending money from one guy to another, just like Google Pay, Paytm, and all. Okay, and the nowadays, like lot of businesses are buying it, and there are lot of investors also buying it. Okay. And the main uses of Bitcoin are these three things. First is fast peer-to-peer transaction. You can transfer money from here to Canada, okay, from India to Canada in just 5 minutes. That is the advantage of it. And you can pay, and you can have a very low processing fee. For example, if you are transferring from India to America, then you have to pay a lot of transaction fee to Visa and all that. But if you are paying with Bitcoin, the transaction fee is very less. That is the main advantage of Bitcoin. Now, if you see, first, I have told about what is Bitcoin. Now we'll see how to store Bitcoin. Okay. Storing Bitcoin, there are two type of Bitcoin storage. One is called hardware wallet and another is called software wallet. Okay. I'll show hardware wallet of Bitcoin. So this is called Ledger and this is called Trezor. These both are it'll look just like pen drive, and these are the places where people usually store Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin, like the place where you store Bitcoin, you'll have a separate private key. The private key will actually, it will be stored in this ledger. And the address which you show to everyone, like for example, if you want people to send you 200 rupees, then you will send them address. That is called a public ledger. And there are variety of way to buy Bitcoin and there are variety of way to spend Bitcoin. Okay. Now I'll tell you where are all Bitcoin is used. If you see, for example, I'm clicking food. Okay. Now they are showing Just Eat. It is just like Uber. It's just like Swiggy in India. Whatever we want to buy like Swiggy, we can use Bitcoin to buy it. But this is in France. And there are a lot of normal like pizza shops, cafes, all these things which are actually, they are accepting Bitcoin for payments. So it is generally it is just for paying and it is a decentralized way of paying. I'll just show you that thing. 1 minute. Yeah. 1 second. We use coin, Khan Academy, Bitcoin. Okay. So for Bitcoin, these are the things, advantages. Okay. First thing is if everyone has a QR code, like just like connecting like Google Pay, you can just use QR code to transfer Bitcoin from one place to another. That is one thing. And you can choose your own fees. For example, if you want to spend give like 50,000 to someone, you can tell that I'll give you 1 rupee of transaction fee and you can please process my transaction. Basically, if you are putting money in bank, you are trusting bank to make a transaction from you to somewhere else. But in this case, you are trusting an algorithm to transfer money from you to someone else. And also your identity will be protected. That means no one will actually know your personal identity. Like if you are going to send in Google Pay, you are giving this Google Pay all your identity, your Aadhaar card. You'll sometimes you will attach every detail to your Google Pay, but this is not required in cryptocurrency. And these are the advantages. But right now, this Bitcoin has a lot of disadvantages. I'll tell you what the disadvantages are. First, transaction time. For that, there's something called as on-chain analysis. I'll just show you that one. 1 minute. Okay, so it's not coming now. But for example, if you are sending money from one guy to another, the main problem of Bitcoin is that now it is taking a lot of time because a lot of people are using Bitcoin. If you are sending from one person to another, it is taking like 10 minutes. Okay, that is one advantage of Bitcoin. And another advantage which is coming recently is that if only you are paying higher transaction fee. For example, if you want to pay someone like 2000 rupees, if only you pay 20 rupees for them, then only you will get a mining preference. So that is one disadvantage. That is why there are lot of other cryptocurrencies like Ripple. Okay. So this is the Ripple cryptocurrency. So a lot of cryptocurrencies like Ripple, Ethereum, there are a lot more cryptocurrencies are coming which are very faster than Bitcoin. And a lot of these cryptocurrencies are also mined. Okay. So this is the basic of Bitcoin. What Bitcoin is if you want to transfer money to one guy to another, that is what Bitcoin is used for. But the thing is right now, the government is not permitting any of that because government needs to have a complete control of the money. Okay. So right now, the Bitcoin use case is not there. And the only use case Bitcoin has right now is a store of value. What lot of people are doing is lot of people are spending billions of dollars and they are storing it in Bitcoin. And the main thing which attract people to Bitcoin is the price. If you see the price of Bitcoin, if you see the price of Bitcoin, I'll just show you in the last 1 year. Okay. So it was starting from 6,000, it was just $6,000. And in just less than a year, it became for $40,000. So basically the money you are putting, it is basically like it is increasing by 7 times, right? So this is why many people are getting attracted to this Bitcoin and they just want to jump in this. And other things are also there like this. This is called Ethereum. This is one more favorite cryptocurrencies. And if you see for the last 1 year, if you see for the last 1 year, that also the minimum price was somewhere around 180. And even it has increased by 7 times, 2,400. So basically all these cryptocurrencies, it is just increasing so much in a very short span of time. And this is what like many people are very interested in it because a lot of people want to get rich fast, right? We want to get money so fast. That is the main reason why people are investing so much in Bitcoin nowadays. Okay. Now the main reason why Bitcoin is becoming very famous is that there is something called as Wall Street bets. So in this, this is a subreddit. Wall Street Bet is a subreddit, and what rich people are doing is that they are putting a lot of short position on stocks like GameStop, AMC Theaters, and all. If you see GameStop, GameStop is an organization that sells video games. Okay. Now what is happening is no one is buying video games anymore because they are only buying from online websites. So a lot of rich people, what they are thinking is that these people anyway they are going to fail, so if we short this organization, we'll earn a lot of money. So they are so GameStop became a very shorted organization in the history. So what people are doing nowadays is they are. I'll just show you the GameStop stock price. So what these people are doing is they are increasing the price of GameStop wantedly from 75. They are increasing to 469 USD. Okay. So by increasing this, what they are doing is there is something called as short positions. Okay. That means what they'll do is if share market price goes down, then only they'll get profit. So what everyone in Reddit are doing is when the share market is increasing, um, what they are doing is because there are a lot of short position, they are wantedly increasing the price. But since the price is increasing from 67 percentage, so what lot of rich people are doing is they are completely banning all the exchanges. For example, the money, if you are doing share market in India, the main exchanges which they use is Zerodha. That is what they use. Upstocks, Growth. Those are the main exchanges they use. So what they are doing is they are completely banning those things. So to show a type of rebellion, what people are doing is people are investing in Bitcoin, and that is why this Bitcoin in just if you see last day in 1 day, In one day, the Bitcoin price has increased by 15%. I'll just show, for example, in a week. Okay. So this was about 28th. 28th was around here. Okay. From $1,287, it has become 1,000. No, this is Ethereum. 1 minute. I'll just show you Bitcoin. So this is a Bitcoin. So basically, yesterday it was somewhere around 31,000, 30,000. Again, it has increases to 37,000 because lot of famous people, like if you see Elon Musk has tweeted about Bitcoin. Whatever he's tweeting about Bitcoin only. And if you see the founder of Twitter, like Jack Dorsey, if you see this that found out Twitter, even he is promoting Bitcoin. So everyone are promoting Bitcoin now, and this is why like everyone are basically buying Bitcoin so much. Okay. So this is why the Bitcoin price is so much. It has a lot of volatility. And if you know how to play this game very well, I am pretty sure we can earn a lot of money. Okay. And if you want to learn about, if you want to know when to buy now, I have told you how to buy crypto. Why? What is the main reason of buying Bitcoin? Now I will tell you how to buy Bitcoin in India. Okay. So basically, this is the exchange which I personally use. This is called WazirX exchange. And these are my portfolio. I have invested for about 6,000 rupees. And for Bitcoin, I'm holding like 0.0019 BTC. For Ethereum, I'm holding zero point zero 0.01 Ethereum. And I'm only putting 6,000 because there is something called as modern portfolio theory. If you want to, like if you are going to invest in something, you have to see the risk and you have to see the returns. With the minimum amount of risk, you have to get maximum profit as possible. Okay. So for example, if I why I put 6% is according there is a formula called Sharpe ratio. Okay, Sharpe ratio. The Sharpe ratio formula is somewhat like this. This will show that, for example, if you are putting a minimum amount of risk, like if I see personally, if I take me as investor, this 2021, I am planning to put somewhere like 1 to 2 lakh. Okay. And I am planning to increase my profit by 10% every year. And for my Sharpe ratio to be minimum of 1, I have to invest only 6% in Bitcoin. That is why I have invested around 6% in it. But right now, what is happening is in Twitter, if you see, the government is actually going to ban. The government is actually going to ban Bitcoin right now. I'll just show you a pic which was sent by Lok Sabha. 1 second. Okay. So this is the his name is Nishal Shetty. He's the founder of WazirX, and he's the main guy who's promoting cryptocurrency in India, basically. So he has showed this. 1 second, I'll just show you the one. He released a document actually. 1 second. So budget is coming near, right? So these are the lot of things which budget is going to talk about, and they are going to talk about cryptocurrencies too. So right now, the biggest problem of cryptocurrency is the bill is seeking to prohibit all the cryptocurrency in India. So what they are doing is they are planning to ban Ethereum, Bitcoin, everything in India. So for now, till now, everything was going so good. But as Bitcoin is going to be banned in India, of course, you won't be able to use any of the use cases of Bitcoin from now. You won't be able to transfer your Bitcoin from one guy to another. But you can use it as exchanges for just trading purpose. For now you can use it, but after this bill is passed, even that will become very hard. So what if you really want to get into Bitcoin, there's one more thing called as Binance. These are all like foreign exchanges. With these exchanges also you can buy Bitcoin. Okay. So this is the very basic of Bitcoin and what it is about. So do you have any basic question to ask me?
Sairam, if it is banned, you have already invested 6%, right? So if it is
Yeah, yeah,
banned,
yeah.
what? So if it is banned means you
Yeah.
have to sell the coin, or it will be restricted like that.
The thing is, it was already banned 2 years back, right? One more
Yeah.
thing is, if you read it here, okay, if you read it here, they are telling they are going to bring a official digital currency to be issued by Reserve Bank of India. Okay. So right now, mainly if you see other countries like China, what China is doing is it is bringing a new digital currency called digital yuan. Okay, because nowadays we are using thing like Paytm or Google Pay to pay with each other, right? Now what they are doing is they are going to bring something called as Reserve Bank of India will bring something called as digital rupee, and we will be doing all the transaction with digital rupee from now onwards. But for this to happen, it will take some time because this is a stable coin also. So like in case if government is going to ban cryptocurrencies, they'll be giving you an opportunity to convert all your Bitcoin into this digital currency of Reserve Bank. We will be able to convert. But the thing is, the main reason why people invest in Bitcoin is it is a hedge. Okay. That means like, for example, if the whole share market falls, okay, if there is a great recession that happened like now in Corona, if you would have invested in any stock, you would have lost 70% of your value. If you would have invested in any house also, you would have lost the value of house because no one is willing to buy any house for 1 crore right now. So right now, if you want to sell your house for urgently, you can only sell your 1 crore house for 30 lakhs. So that is how the situation is. That is why people are putting 5,000, 6,000 rupees in Bitcoin. And one more thing is, there is something I have given you answer earlier, right? On why it cannot happen. This is the answer I gave you earlier. So this government is saying they are going to ban private cryptocurrencies. Okay. Private cryptocurrencies means there are two type of cryptocurrencies, public cryptocurrencies and private cryptocurrencies. Now Bitcoin is like completely public. For example, if Sri Ram sends to me, okay, then what will happen is in a particular database, it will be written clearly that Sri Ram has sent to Sai Ram 1,000 rupees. Like that, it will be published across all of the blockchain, and then people will mine it. So these things, so if you see Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything, they are just a public blockchain, so you don't need to worry. And if you see other blockchains like Monero, and if you see other blockchain like Zcash and all, if one guy transferred to another guy, it is very hard to find like from whom was transferred to other guy. We can't even find that. If I am sending to you, you won't know that I am only sending to you or not. It is very private. So this government is basically they are trying to ban that thing only. They are only trying to ban private cryptocurrencies. That is what is there in this Lok Sabha document. One more thing is it is saying it allows for certain exceptions to promote the underlying technology of cryptocurrency and its uses. Okay. So if you want to promote the technology of cryptocurrency, the main technology of cryptocurrency is Ethereum. Okay. This is the main technology of cryptocurrency right now, because all the decentralized application which people are using, they are using in Ethereum only. Okay. So if you want to do any type of cryptocurrency activities, you have to build on top of Ethereum only. And if you are holding Bitcoin, it is very easy to transfer money from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Okay. And one more thing is you can even use all these cryptocurrencies for real time use. For example, you have heard of BitTorrent, right? BitTorrent. This is the like most popular thing which is used for pirating all the latest movie. For example, I'll just tell you an example. Like Master movie has released as of now. Okay. And if people want to download it very fast, what they are telling us, you have to pay in BitTorrent cash. There is something called as BitTorrent token. Okay. For example, if you are downloading a master movie and it takes 3 hours to download, but you want the master movie to download within just 10 or 20 minutes, then you will be paying other people BitTorrent token. Okay. So these are all the real life use. All these cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, they have a lot of real time use. And even if like this government completely bans Bitcoin, then what people will do is they will not use Bitcoin to transfer it back to real time cash, because if all the banks ban Bitcoin, you won't be able to convert it back to cash, but you can actually convert it back to services. Like what you can do is if you want very high computing power, you can just give some Bitcoin and you can just get advantage of it. There is something called as Golem. And other thing is there are games like PUBG and Fortnite and all, right? So if you want, if you are like playing games also, you can actually convert all these Bitcoin to games, and you can actually use like that. So just like this, Bitcoin has lot of other uses also. So this is what I wanted to tell. You have any other doubts? Shriram?
Yeah. So if previous investors have already invested in Bitcoin and they have now the government has banned, means they would not be able to transfer it as back to cash. Can only transfer it back to service like that.
See, the thing is, initially already government banned Bitcoin. Okay, from 2018 they passed an order to ban Bitcoin. But after that, what happened was 2020, the Supreme Court has actually revoked that order. Okay, so for now, Bitcoin is not banned, and now there's a budget going on where they are discussing if we have to ban Bitcoin or not. But the sad truth is that Bitcoin cannot be fully banned, because if you see the richest player in the market, the richest guy is called Elon Musk, and he is promoting Bitcoin. Okay, all, if for example Tesla, SpaceX, these are all the major things which is going to change this whole world. If SpaceX come, it will change the whole world. Tesla, it is completely changing this electric vehicle sector. And if you see Twitter, right, Twitter is completely changing the world. And right now, no, lot of people are not using Facebook, and instead they are using something called as Reddit. Okay, in Reddit, what they are doing is, Reddit is actually teaming up with Ethereum. I'll just show it 1 minute. Okay, 1 second. See, even social medias like Reddit, they are also teaming up with Ethereum. And like if you see all of the top companies like Walmart and all, they are also teaming up with some other type of cryptocurrencies. So this cryptocurrencies has become a very big market as of now. Okay, I'll just show you some stocks. Okay, first I'll just show you first Indian stocks I'll show. So for example, I'm putting 5 billion rupees. Okay. So 5 billion means it will be something like 35,000 crores. So $5 billion company itself, in India, there are only 94 $5 billion companies in India. Okay. And if you see the price of total market capitalization of Bitcoin, wait, coin market cap of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin's market cap is somewhere around 459 billion. Okay. Like if you see 459 billion, we'll see this. Not even Reliance Industry has that much market cap as Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has actually become a very big deal as of now. Okay. So since and if you see Indians, okay, there are about more than 70 lakh Indians who are holding lot of Bitcoin, and there are also like they are holding it for worth more than 1 billion. Like more than 7,000 crore of Bitcoin is held by Indians alone. 7,000 rupees of Bitcoin. So right now, I don't think they can outright ban the Bitcoin. And also, if you are trying to invest in Bitcoin, what I feel is we have to be in the long term, right? If you are planning for next 5 years or 6 years, I think investing, like you don't need to invest 5% or 6% of your portfolio, because the value which I told was before all this ban. Okay. But if you really want to try it out, if you really want to maximize your profit, what I suggest is at least you put 200 rupees in Bitcoin and keep for now. Maybe in 10 years that 2,200 rupees will become 20,000 rupees and might be helpful to you someday. That is what I wanted to tell. Yeah. Any other questions?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Ask
I
me.
have one doubt. Like, so is there any underlining asset is there for the Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Yeah. This is an excellent question, Shiva. I really love this question. So there is something called as Bitcoin production value. Okay. So if you are going to invest in an asset, we have to see if it has a fundamental value or not. Fundamental value means, for example, if you are going to invest in a bank, then what you will see is you will see the book value of a company. Okay. For example, I'll just show you a company name. For example, I'm taking Muthoot Finance. Okay. So the Muthoot Finance book value is 336. Okay. That means if Muthoot Finance is completely going in a loss and they are shutting down the company, then you will be getting, definitely you will be getting at least 336 rupees back. Okay. And you will not be losing any money as of now. So similarly, for making one Bitcoin, one second, I'll just show you that thing. One second. Okay, this is one second. One second, just a minute. Okay. So if you see the production cost, what people do is to create new Bitcoin, you have to mine the Bitcoin. That means there's something called as ASIC. It is just something like a computer which just mines Bitcoin. Okay. They do ASIC and they mine Bitcoin. And if you spend $18,566 of electricity, then only you can mine one Bitcoin. So basically, if you are buying if you are buying Bitcoin, it is basically like you are converting electricity to Bitcoin. And the minimum price of Bitcoin is 18,566 rupees. So this is the main fundamental of Bitcoin, if this is what you wanted to ask. And in case if you are buying anywhere below it, the safest place to buy Bitcoin is below its fundamental value. And if it is below its production value. For example, you are buying a company. Okay, for example, you are buying a company called ONGC shares. Okay, and you are buying for 1,000 rupees, you are buying the share. And in case if ONGC is completely shut down tomorrow, you will be getting a profit of 100% definitely. Okay. So similarly, if the price of Bitcoin falls below 18,000, if it is around 15,000, since the production of Bitcoin cost 18,000, of course it is going to rise back. So the best, so as Siva asked the question, what I also personally feel is the best time to Bitcoin is only at this position, at below its production value. This is the question. This is the answer. So any other question you have, Siva?
No, bro. Perfect. Excellent.
Okay. One more thing which I just want to tell you something also. I just remove this indicators. So there is something called as logarithmic growth curves. Okay. And if you see Bitcoin price for the last 10 years, last few years, this is how it is. Like it started at just $3. Now it is at $34,000. Okay. So if it is increasing so much, okay, then what, see, personally, I am a mathematician and I am a data scientist. So what I do is I put all the things into a model. And this is the best model which can explain the price of Bitcoin. This is called logarithmic regression. So if you are going to buy a Bitcoin, you have to see this chart. This is the chart you have to see. Okay. What people usually do is the best time to buy Bitcoin, they'll see the lowest line. They see this website is called TradingView, and lot of people who are into share market, who are into cryptocurrencies, they use this website only. This website is called TradingView, and I suggest you use it also. Okay. And so in this if you go to function and if you put Bitcoin logarithmic growth curves, this thing will come. And how this thing is coming is, this is actually a pure Python code. Okay. So people have actually written this whole code. Okay. And we are actually using this code to follow, to do our data analysis. This is what we are doing. And if you see this chart, what people do is the best time to Bitcoin is at the base of this chart. But for example, right now, the best time to Bitcoin is, buy Bitcoin is 13,700 euros. Okay. So if you see the past, what is happening is the Bitcoin price will initially be at its bottom, and slowly it will touch the middle position, and then it will keep growing up just like this. And I'll show the past. Okay. So if you see the past also, first it will start from the baseline. In the baseline, it is very cheap to buy Bitcoin. And as it goes, it will reach the top line. And if it reaches the highest point of logarithmic regression, then the Bitcoin is said to be very costly. And so if it touches that, what will happen is immediately it will start decreasing down and down and down. Okay. So if you see the past data, every time what has happened is, okay, that was a 2018. 2018 was the last fall. Then before that, what is happening is, it was again in a very cheap price. It was around 100 euros. Then what happened was it touched the above thing of 1170, 1162 euros. Then again it fell. So this is how Bitcoin is. Initially, Bitcoin will be very cheap to buy. Then what will happen is people will pump it up, and again it will go very costly. And again, what will happen is it will become very cheap. Okay. Although if you see in this chart, it will keep increasing only. But actually, according to logarithmic regression, the whole price, it will follow this thing only. Okay. So if you are going to invest in Bitcoin, this is one of the definite thing you have to see. Logarithmic regression. Okay. One minute. On this. One more thing which I want to tell is Metcalfe law. Okay. Metcalfe law means, for example, Elon Musk started talking about Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin price definitely it started rising up. And as lot, and if you see Facebook, Tesla, anything, I'll just show the price of Tesla now. If you see the price of Tesla for the last 1 year, it was around $129. And right now, its price is $883. Okay. It has increased by around 8 times. The main reason it has increased by this much is because of a single principle called Metcalfe law. That means as most and more people are very hyped about it, okay, as there are more and more hype about it, then its price will of course increase a lot. Okay. Now, for example, if you are seeing Elon Musk Twitter account, okay, if you see Elon Musk Twitter account, if he's this one he was putting after he changed the thing to Bitcoin, and after he put this thing in retrospect, it was inevitable. It got this much retweet, it got this much uh, retweet, likes, and comments, right? So what we have to do is, as a data analyst, we have to look at these things also. And the more like you have to see, if Elon Musk get this much like, how much will my share increase? Because due to Elon Musk in the last 1 month, if you see GameStop share, okay, GameStop share increased a lot, increased so much. Like for example, if you are buying it at 14, you would have gotten profit of how much? 20 times you would have gotten profit. And for example, Dogecoin also it is increasing by Elon Musk. Okay. So if you see for 1 month, okay, it was so cheap around 0.0082. Suddenly it increased by 900 percentage. Okay. So if you are going to buy Bitcoin, what you have to do is right now you have to follow this Metcalfe law. That means you have to see the how Elon Musk is tweeting right now. Okay. So if Elon Musk is hyping it up, and the earlier you buy, okay, for example, he hyped up Dogecoin, okay. After he hyped up the Dogecoin, if you buy it immediately and sell it within like half an hour, you would have made easily 2 times or 3 times your money. That is how this Bitcoin works, okay. So this concept is called Metcalfe law, and you have to see it. And there is something called as in this Metcalfe law, there is two things, okay, NVT and fair value, okay. And if you are buying a share of, if you are buying Bitcoin, the best time of Bitcoin is also at this base. And the last time, the best time of Bitcoin was to buy around 6,000 rupees. And next time, in case if you are buying, I definitely suggest you to buy at this price. But right now, this government is like very against Bitcoin, right? So what I recommend is for next 2 or 3 months, there will just be a lot of confusion in Bitcoin. Okay. So the price will just be too volatile. So instead of this, we can just read about Bitcoin for now. And when the right time comes, you can definitely buy Bitcoin. But before you buy Bitcoin, you have to study its fundamentals. There is something called as on-chain analysis. Okay. Like for example, there's a company called as Grayscale. Okay. These guys have put like 7,000 crore to 10,000 crore only on Bitcoin. Okay. And they have given how to value Bitcoin, all the documents, analysis documents they have given. I'll just show you some of that. And one more thing is called ARK Invest. ARK Invest is an investment agency in US. Okay, and what they are doing is whatever money you give them, it is just like mutual fund. You are investing in mutual fund, and in 1 year your money they are increasing it by 10%, right? Similarly, there is these investment agencies called ARK Invest, and they are investing in Bitcoin. They are investing in deep learning technologies. They are investing in machine learning technologies, and they are investing in drones, electric vehicles, all that, and they are taking 200 to 250 percentage of profit. And what they did was they have completely analyzed the Bitcoin, and they have seen. Okay, I'll just show you. Like for example, they are telling the correlation means, for example, if stock market falls down, even the gold price will fall down. Okay, if stock market fall down by 100 rupees, the gold price will fall down by 20 rupees, and whatever stock you hold, it will also fall down. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to buy Bitcoin in such a, the main reason why people are buying Bitcoin is, even if share market falls down by $1,000, because if you see last in 1 week, the Nifty fell from 14,750 to 13,900, something like that, right? So even though it fell like that, Bitcoin is not affected at all. Okay, that is a concept called as portfolio diversification. Like for example, if you are going to invest 1 lakh rupees in anything, what people will do is they will invest 5% in gold, 5% in Bitcoin, and 20% in high dividend shares, 20% in high growth shares, and 50% they'll be putting in bond debentures and fixed deposit. The reason, even if 1 lakh, why they are putting 5,000 in different type of investment is, even if one price falls down completely, other will there, which like even if you lose 5,000 rupees, other 95,000 rupees will be safe. And that is why the main reason why people are investing in Bitcoin right now. But again, I'm telling, in India it is very risky to invest in Bitcoin. And right now, due to yesterday, because till yesterday Bitcoin was a very good investment, but due to yesterday, after the decision which government gave, then we have to look at it very carefully. Okay, so right now the best thing what I can tell is you can learn about Bitcoin. Okay, you can learn about Bitcoin, and slowly when the time is correct, you start with buying only 200 rupees to 300 rupees of Bitcoin. You can start like that, and slowly you can see how well this Bitcoin fits in my portfolio. For example, the reason why I invested only 6,000 rupees is like in my 2021, I'm only going to invest 1 lakh to 2 lakh. Okay. And according to Sharp ratio was given by someone, a Nobel Prize author. Okay. What he told was, he gave a theory on how you have to diversify the asset to get maximum profit. Okay. And according to a data analysis called Monte Carlo simulation, what they are doing is to get the maximum profit. To get a maximum profit from Bitcoin, you have to only invest between 2.55 to 6.55. That means if you are going to invest 1 lakh rupees, from 2,500 rupees to 6,500 rupees, you have to invest in Bitcoin. That is why even I am following it. So if you are going to invest in Bitcoin, what you have to do is you have to study about it. Like we are only going to invest 5,000 to 10,000 in Bitcoin, and a lot of people would have already invested 7,000 rupees, 7,000 to 10,000. Lot of billions they are investing, right? 7,000 crore, 10,000 crore they are investing. So first, when they are going to invest in that, all these mutual fund, what they are doing is they are doing completely analysis, and they are telling, and they are giving a reason on why to buy Bitcoin, when to buy Bitcoin, and how much to sell Bitcoin in. So if you are going to invest, you have to read all these things before investing. And then all this investing decision, you have to do it on your own. But before that, you have to see what are all the risks involved with Bitcoin. Before you are investing in anything, Bitcoin or whatever equities or anything, you have to see the 4 things. You have to see the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Okay. And and the thing is, we are only right now 24 years, right? So we can't take a risk. And if you are saying 50 years, they can't take a risk. Okay. So since we are risky, what I recommend is we can invest in EV, electric vehicle. We can invest in Bitcoin. We can invest in all these machine learning technologies, which is coming right now. We can invest in drones, and we have to invest in tech, because if you see all the top company like Tesla, Apple, everything, they are all tech-based companies, right? These tech-based companies are the main ones which have made people from, like, for example, if you say take Google, in like from 1994 to 2004, Homer bought all the share, everyone became a millionaire. So it is just like that. We have to, like, at this age, I think we have to like follow a lot of growth stock, and Bitcoin is one of a major growth opportunities to make a lot of money. But you should not put a lot of money in it. You have to put a lot of money in a place where it is very safe, which is very volatile. So if you are going to put it in government bond, then of course you'll be getting 8% interest every year. So most of your money should be in that, and you can take in 50% of the extra portfolio, 5% you can definitely put in Bitcoin, which is what I'm doing now. So do you have any other question to ask? Anyone? So are anyone interested to invest in Bitcoin? Okay. So no one, everyone are very shy to ask question, I think. So do anyone want to ask any question on share market? I'll just stop the recording.